The gentleman from West Virginia, Mr. Mooney, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. If there's anything else you wanted to follow up on that, I'm happy to yield you another minute.
No,
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure, I know it's been a long day, and I'm sure you've had a lot of tough questions. And some of my friends on the other side of the aisle would like to see you be more active, go outside your area, be more aggressive. I'm frankly the opposite of that. I don't think your department should exist. I'd abolish it tomorrow if I could. It should never have been created to begin with. But that being said, you're there now, and your predecessor testified last year, and he bragged that for every dollar CFPB used to investigate people, they were able to bring back $7 into the CFPB, and that was for him a point of pride. I was a little concerned that he's measuring his success by how much money he can get from people he investigates. How do you measure your success in what you're doing? Is it by how much money you can get from people in settlements?
Congressman, this is a very important question because I think it gets to the heart of how we do what we do. I'm still in the midst of my listening tour, really trying to hear from all the stakeholders about what they think on that front. What I am starting to formulate around is a focus on prevention of harm. That is obviously a challenge to measure, to your point, and getting at measuring success is important. Looking at that challenge from how education changes behavior, certainly in this space, and how we can get our educational materials to those who need them and see change happen to frankly all communities in need on that front. But no one measure, as in the number of fines that are imposed or the measure of staff that we have. Others have sent that to me. It's not that alone. It really is about outcomes and achievement of the mission, which is protecting consumers.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, there's a new movement in this country of socialism. Some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are socialists. They don't think capitalism should exist in America. They don't think the companies that they would like you to go after should exist as profitable companies. They have a different view of the world. I hope you do not take that view. This country was founded and became successful because of capitalism and free markets. And just because they have a corporation after their name or they're a business that's profitable doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them guilty. And I think there are those who believe all companies are somehow guilty, and they got to prove that they're innocent. And I take great offense at that. Everybody's innocent till proven guilty in this country, not guilty till proven innocent. And again, I think from what I've seen in a lot of departments in the last administration and in your department, there may have been a view, I'm not saying you have this view, I hope you do not, but I think there was a view that you just go after these businesses and you dig and dig and dig until you find something, and they're all going to be guilty. So let's just keep going until they basically pay a settlement and beg for mercy and get out of whatever investigation is going on. So I urge you not to do that going forward. Follow-up question, the CFPB structure has been an issue in multiple jurisdictions. Judge Loretta Preska of the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York ruled the structure to be unconstitutional, limiting the Bureau's authority to pursue claims. How do you interpret these rulings?
Congressman, I recognize that the litigation is ongoing on these issues, and I don't tend to comment on, nor does the Bureau comment on ongoing litigation. I'll tell you that it is my responsibility to continue to carry out the mission that Congress gave this Bureau until that changes. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to conclude by saying there are a lot of patriotic Americans who love this country, who have built businesses and treat their employees very well. They want to make a profit so that their employees can have good-paying jobs and take care of their families, invest in their children's futures, be able to go to college and have a better life. There are a lot of good men and women out there that have done this that I think have been unfairly treated by their own government from various agencies. So I'm glad we have some new blood in there now. Again, as I said at the beginning, I don't think it ever should have been created, and Dodd-Frank was a mistake. But I encourage you to be fair to people. Thank you.
Mr. Mooney, I would caution you to refrain from identifying others or characterizing them in relationship to their political party or whether or not they're capitalists or socialists. I don't think anybody has identified that to you, and so I would hope you would refrain from doing that.
If the chairwoman's announcing a point of parliamentary procedure,
no, the chairwoman is not.
But if the chair is giving an opinion, this is not conformance.
The chairwoman is taking the opportunity to utilize her ability to intervene when she thinks it is necessary.
Am I allowed to say my friends on the other side of the aisle? Or
no, you may not.
Is that against the rules too?
The gentlewoman from
chair stating a
Massachusetts
point
is
of parliamentary
recognized for
procedure?
5
Is
minutes.
the chair stating a point of parliamentary
No,
procedure?
the chair is not asking or stating parliamentary procedure. The chair has made her statement and is moving on.
Does the
The
chair believe in free
gentlewoman
speech?
from Massachusetts, Ms. Presley, is
hope you
now
believe in free speech,
recognized for
because I do.
5 minutes.